Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorce dad. Single dad. Divorce dad. Single dad. Peter G Show.
Oh, yeah. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Ooh, my voice cracked. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday in the Gulf Coast. I'm back. Talk about a disastrous last week. Oh, and I will. We made it. Show must go on. I don't back down. But holy moly, talk about stuff blowing up and things happening and things blew up and stuff happened. But that's just life. Yeah. Oh, here's the good part. Let's take this in for a minute. Get everybody warmed up, because I'm hopped up. I got a lot to talk about. Let's listen. Get you nice and go get you a glass of wine and join me. All right? Oh yeah. Sunday night, I'm still here on the Gulf Coast. I just could not finish up stuff I have to do, and I said I'm not leaving until I finish up stuff I got to do. It's just that simple. And, fortunately, I'm fortunate enough to be able to say that. And I told the boys that I don't care what happens, because we had a discussion in L.A. over all the stuff that blew up on me over here. And, one thing I got to tell you is that this area does not have an Apple store. And we, rely on a lot of Apple products. So I couldn't get anything replaced or warranted or anything. So, we basically took the Scotch tape out and wax string and a couple more soup cans. And here we are. And I'm doing it even older school than I was doing it all these weeks. But one way or another, we're doing it. And that's the way it is. But I'm really kind of shocked. I mean, this is the friggin' 21st century, and there's no Apple store within like 120 miles. I don't even, if it was 120 miles, I probably would have had somebody go and go take care of this. But, it was just a disaster last Sunday. And, every once in a while you got to have those disasters to appreciate the good ones. But it kind of took me back. So we just, just kind of rolled with it. Just kind of is what it is. But I was thankful. Either way, I'm thankful we're here. I'm going to tell you really why we're thankful. Really thankful, but in a little bit here. But so as if my own show, this show, Life with Peter G, call in at 818-259. I got the 259-7983 tonight when I open up the phones. But I got things to talk about first. I'm going the wrong way. I told you guys. So on top of that, it's like I got over it. I mean, I was very frustrated last Sunday because, I get used to things going on, and I'm real happy about it. It's like, I enjoy this. I look forward to this. We work hard to get to where we're going, and sometimes we get a good couple of calls, and sometimes I just got to, vent, and this is what I do anyway, so I might as well just share it with you, So I was invited and last month to be on somebody else's show, which is really cool because I've been waiting. These things are starting to happen. And it's a show called Revive, and it's a woman that does a show, and she's on the, what's it called, the Parenting Network or something like that. And she does stuff about having kids and, dealing with kids. And basically, and I deal with kids and divorced kids or, single parenting kids. And so she had me on, and she says, we'd like to have you on. And I thought about it, because I listened to her show. I didn't have a whole lot of time, but I skimmed through it, and Live Revive, she calls it, and with Sunny Galt, and it's on Castbox. You have to download an app, and it's on iTunes and all that too. She's a podcaster, but they're doing pretty good. And I listened to the show, and I go, man, she's squeaky clean. And it's like I look like the Antichrist. That's not like I'm bad, because I take the bad and I want to make it into a positive. But her show's like, people who are just having kids and, learning about stuff and things like that. And, but she said, I think it's really good to talk about all the angles. And I am definitely the other angle. There's no doubt about that. I am that guy, but I'm proud to be that guy. And I'll tell you about that in a little bit too. In the meantime, I could not do this show if it wasn't for my beloved Bolt Energy people. Bolt Energy, ask for it in stores. Electrify your senses. I love Bolt Energy. It works. In fact, I'm going to crack this open because I had a long week. Yes, thank you. Me too. I had a long week, and in fact, I just got through. We just jumped from one thing, and we hauled ass to the Bolt Energy Studios this evening to do the show. But I was doing something else just shortly before we did this, and kind of cool. So Bolt Energy. Ask for it in stores. Electrify your senses. It's enriched with vitamins and antioxidants. It's a cleaner energy drink. These guys are workout fanatics. They're slowly growing, and everything is working the way we want to work it. And I love what they do, and I like the way it tastes, number one. Number two. And so I'm going to pop this open. It's spreading, but if you don't know how to get Bolt Energy and you can't find it in your stores, go to www.drinkboltenergy.com, and you can write to them. They'll write you back and tell them where you're at, and they'll tell you how they're doing and how the distribution's going. But little by little, they're just kind of spreading in a good way. So here's to Bolt Energy, and then we're going to talk about a watch party, people. I forgot. I should have started with that first because I love the watch party. I do. Let's do this. Give me a second because I've been dragging ass. It's been a long day again. Stuff's good. I like it. It doesn't make you cringe. You know what I mean? Smooth with a little bit of carbonation. I like carbonation. It's kind of sparkly. All right. So here's the thing. Let's do a watch party. How about that? I want everybody who gives a shit to just go into your page, and it says, you're watching me live anyway. And this is how we work it every week. It's by sharing. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to hit the share button, and it says start a watch party. And I'm going to start a watch party, okay? And we're going to listen to some chill music too. Ooh, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. And in and out and work that body. All right, I'm sorry, I'm getting all crazy. I ended up going to a gig tonight. Actually, last night too. I bumped into these guys that I knew from a long time ago. And they got this duo, and they're like a country duo, and they're called Cadillac Attack. And one friend of mine, he plays a stand-up bass, and the other one plays acoustic guitar. And they take whatever songs they want, and they turn them country, and they play country. But they're really good. They're entertaining. He slaps the shit out of that bass, and Todd, the singer, and all that, he's just got that real low voice, and he just kind of does what he does. And they got the hats and all that. So I'm sitting there watching them last week. By accident, I bumped into them, and I going, I wouldn't mind sitting in with them. I could really screw them up even more, just. So I said, why don't you guys let me, I got a cajon. A cajon is like a wooden box percussive instrument that almost now sounds like a snare and a bass drum. You sit on it, and you slap it. My hands are killing me, but it works. It's like a boom chicka, it works. And with a few shakers I strap to my feet and all that, it's like this instant kind of percussive drum set. So these guys, God bless them, said, hey man, that'd be great. We'd love to have you. So I said, okay. And that's what we did. I spent last night, they had a gig that was kind of not too far, but so we went and did that. And then they were playing even closer to where the Bolt Energy Studios. And I said, I can do 3 out of 4 sets. I said, I got to leave by 9 o'clock because we got a show at 10. And we made sure everything's kind of ready to go today. At least we try to do that every week, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. And so they said, yeah, that'd be great. Because they had fun, because I fill in, the percussion stuff kind of fills in the holes, and it's kind of like you nod your head, tell me when to stop, tell me when to go. I've been there, done that. It's kind of like this show. You walk in and generally the same, just a little bit different. And so I did it, and it was a hoot, and we had fun, and I don't know, some people were taking pictures. I mean, it's nothing, there's little indoor clubs / restaurant bars and all that, but it kind of takes you back. That's how I started many, many, many years ago, playing music in little clubs and bars. And a lot of these people, that's how they make a living. And, it's entertainment. It's like whatever works. So we had fun, but the poor guy, Jimmy Ray, the bass player, I don't know, I cracked a joke, and he ended up spitting up his beer, went right out his nose, and he looked like a porpoise. It was better than milk, but I mean, it all came out, and he's just like blue chunk. So, the jokes were good and the entertainment was good. But we hauled ass from there. So, back it up even more. I went to church today. Oh, yeah, that's right. Again, I'm not super religious and all that, but I do go to church occasionally, and I have things in my head, and I believe in certain things, and I just do it. And being how we had so many disasters with this whole show, both myself and my stunt double associate producer over here, he's actually been my chauffeur, my associate producer, he's been my chef, he's been moral support. I've just been real lucky. Paul has been. He went to church, his church. I went to my church, and I mean, he's got his own. I got my own. We all got our private churches. But because man, oh man, did we go through hell last week with this stuff, and spending time during the week trying to figure how to dig myself out of all this, because again, there was a bunch of burned up, broken down stuff that just couldn't be replaced right now. It's like, how are we going to get around it? Well, again, I got him right now. He's standing on the roof holding an antenna with some aluminum foil and some wire to his toes, and hopefully the signal will hold and the picture, and no buzzes and hums and all that kind of stuff. But that's how it's been. Anyway, terrible echo. Seriously, how can that be? Terrible echo. Thank you, Chris. Terrible echo. Paul, you're hearing a terrible echo, Paul? Again, here we go again. I knew it was too good to be true. Terrible echo. How could that be? Terrible echo. Echo, echo, echo. Still. You sure it's not my chill music? Nothing? Did I tell you to start a watch party? At least you can watch. You don't have to listen. You can listen to echo. No? You sure? Good now. Okay. Maybe it was the reverb. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. My sponsor, right on the ball. Bolt Energy. Just like they always are. Right on the ball. Gets me right on the ball. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I can't. There's a part of me that can't wait to get back into LA where I got a little bit more support. But you know what? I love being down here, and I haven't even been to the beach yet, and I've been here for a month more. Just crazy, but that's my life. This is very important to me, though. This show, make sure no matter where I am, I don't care if I'm in, Aruba, we have to do a show, and the show must go on. So, watch party. Go take the share. Hit the start a watch party, and I love you. If you think we're doing anything worth a shit, you'll just kind of share it. In the meantime, I want to just hit a couple of more things, and I'm hoping maybe somebody will call and tell me something. But, I went to church today. So I went to church, and I'm not watching a lot of TV because I'm so busy around here. And apparently, unfortunately, I'm going to turn this down even a little bit more because this is serious shit. And we've talked about this stuff in the past, and this is where it kills me again, because, again, here comes me, the understanding, sensitive side of me. But these shootings, people's lives are ruined forever. Families are ruined forever because of one idiot, one person. Well, now we've had 3 shootings in 2 days or whatever it was. I mean, it's just friggin' unbelievable. And again, and this is young, angry guys. You know what I mean? And I'm just want to say is, where's the parents? How the hell does this happen if now I get it that there's some people that are mentally ill and things like that, but majority of this stuff is just pissed off, angry at society, people, and you can't blame it on the terrorists and all this kind of stuff. And it's just, it's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. And it's sad. It's just more sad than anything. Innocent people, you're going to the store, you're going to do something, and somebody just takes you out and ruins. The ripple effect just goes on and on and on. And I'm, I don't know, people. All I can say is, and I'll say it the same way I heard it this morning, but it's like, try to be a decent human being. And when you see other people who are having problems, don't just turn your head. Talk to somebody. Say, hey, man, what's up? Some people need somebody to listen to them because they think that the world is against them. That's why I do this show. It's not that the world is against them, but I'm giving you a chance to let things out if you want. There's just the things that maybe everybody's tired of hearing, your family and all that kind of stuff, because they're sick of it. Your divorce, your separation, you're having trouble with your girlfriend, your job sucks, you're miserable as hell, you're sick, anything. I'm willing to let you come on to this show at 818-259-7983 and just say, hey, Peter, you know what? I just want to get this off my chest. This is why I do this stuff, because it's better than holding it all in and becoming a friggin' basket case and ruining yourself, or even worse, ruining other people's lives due to you're not thinking straight and selfishness and thinking, you know what, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It bothers me. I mean, I can't even put myself into that position of what the hell is happening with those people and the families and loved ones having to deal with that stuff. It's just beyond any kind of comprehension. But there are people that are having to deal with that, and it's just sad. I just had to throw in my 2 cents there, okay? Because I just love everything. It's funny because I did this show. I was talking. That's it. We were doing. I did this Revive show. It's on Castbox. Is kind of like a download, and it's all these podcasts and all that, and they are on YouTube as well under Live Revive show. And she does the show, and she's asking me all these questions. And we were having some technical difficulties on her show. She was supposed to go Facebook Live. They're just starting to do that kind of stuff, but she's got this other platform. And like they can see me, and even when I'm not on their show yet, and we were trying to do this video, and I don't know, it felt like old Skype. It was stuttering. It was like, and I couldn't hear her that well. Thank God, I just heard the podcast today. They finally put it up from August 1st, Thursday, August 1st, I did the show. And thank God the audio on their end was much better. We didn't have the video. We didn't have the live Facebook. I was hoping for that to share with you somebody else's perspective of me. For a change, I was a guest. I like being a guest. Ask me questions and I'll answer them. Instead of me having, but it's basically the same thing, only different. You know what I mean? The jokes are still the jokes. But it was a trip, and it was like, okay, I'm not the only one having issues with all this stuff. And they had it together because she does the show, and she's on one side of the country, and her producers on the other side. They kind of, it's like electronically they're all in the same room, but they're 3,000 miles apart. And as opposed to me, who I either do it with people in front of me or I don't. So that was the crazy stuff, but. We had fun. It was nice answering, but basically, again, their show was squeaky clean, and I was the guy who came from a whole different perspective. But that's what they wanted, and she told me, she said, they're 5 days a week too. I don't know how the hell they do that. It's a 1 hour show, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and she says, maybe we'll have you on once a month to get that perspective of dealing with children and all that kind of stuff, which is fine with me. There's not many categories or subjects that I can't answer a question on how to deal with stuff, good or bad. But Live Revive with Sunny Galt, again, they're on iTunes. It's all about on the Parenting Network and Castbox, if you have that app. If you're a podcast listener, they're on there. So we were on the August 1st show, and it says it really big, with Peter G. That's me. All right, I think I've talked and introed enough. Start the watch party, people. I see a lot of people on, and I know people are doing watch parties, but I lose you after the watch parties, and I'm hoping that your watch parties bring people on and on and on and on, and that's how it works. So that's what I look forward to. But I want you guys now, I think 818-259-7983 is going to be the number to call me. And then I want to see if my phone works, because we just kind of figured out that I can do multi-calls now, finally. Or at least have at least two people on the line if you guys want to bitch at each other, and I'll just sit here and cross my arms. But now's your chance, okay? Because otherwise I'm just going to go into some other stuff. But yeah, that's it. Otherwise we'll just sit here. Let's listen to some chill music, all right?
Come on, baby.
and 1 and 2 and 1. We can do Pilates by the ocean. Come on, come on, come on. I like it. As soon as somebody gets a phone call in, I'll turn it down and we'll start seeing what's going on with you. In the meantime, ooh and ah and ooh and ah. Needless to say, I wasn't playing anything like this today. I was playing with Cadillac Attack. At first, I thought it said Cataract Attack, and it was a couple of eye doctors that just play music, but I was wrong. I mean, we were playing Smashing Pumpkins country style. It was interesting. Yeah, come on, baby. Call 818-259-7983. It's going to be one of those nights where I got to pull teeth. Last week, everybody wanted to call in, and my shit just fell apart. Everything was blowing up. I had buzzes, hums. I was ready to take off heads. I don't get frustrated a lot. Well, who am I kidding? Yes, I do. But, I mean, it bothered me because it's so important to me that if I am going to sit here and do this, I want to get the message out. You know what I mean? I want you guys to catch whatever the hell we're doing. I had a poor guy call in, and he's going through he's getting ready to split from his marriage who he'd been with since high school. And unfortunately we couldn't, everything was just went to hell. I'll get him back on, and we'll see as the weeks progress. But it was my producer in L.A., Tyler Purcell. Been with me since 2016, the end of 15, when I was first pitching him this idea because I needed a producer, and he looked at me like I'm nuts, but he said yes. It was his birthday last Sunday. We called him up to wish him a happy birthday. He actually answered the phone, which is really, really friggin' amazing. And I talked to him, and the phone call didn't go through, and it pissed me off. It was just one thing after another. And even when the stuff was working, it was buzzing and humming, and it's like, oh, my God, I'm just all right. But yet I would not stop. We got kicked off the air 5 times, had to reboot 5 times. But I would not stop. And it was a shit show. And I said, and I was determined that I was going to salvage stuff from that show. But you know what? I got so involved preparing for the Revive live show with Sonny Galt for Thursday, and I just didn't. We just let it go. Sometimes you got to just. But I kept on going because Sunday Night Live is Sunday Night Live, and that's what we're going to do. And live means live, people. If a cow comes walking from behind me and goes across the stage because I'm in the middle of a farm, I mean, that's just the way it happens. But that's live. And speaking of live, I would love for somebody to call in 818-259-7983. Life with Peter G. Call in live. That's just what it says right there on the screen. It's another issue. Well, more stuff, but that was the best we can do. That was all the graphics. Everything got thrown down the toilet. So better luck next week. That's all I can tell you. One step at a time. I will still be here in the Gulf Coast next week, but right now we're going to focus on this week. I want to hear what's going on with you guys, and if you don't want to call in, I'll just keep on going. Because why? Because I got chill music. I don't even get prank calls anymore. I think I freaked everybody out so badly last week that they said, you know what, we're going to just take a break. Now, I don't know if you remember, but we had Southern Fried Sunday 2 weeks ago. That was I was thinking about carrying on and finding some more Southern Fried calls to call in, but I just said, you know what, whoever wants to call in, call in. We'll turn it into whatever you want to turn it into. But all you got to do is call in. Say, hey, Peter, just want to say I check out your show. It's real simple. 818-259-7983. I want to hear from you. I know you guys are watching. I know you are. But what am I? But, ooh, here comes the hi-hat part. Oh, it went away. Just call. Say, hey, I've been checking out your show. I don't get you, or I do get you. I love you. I hate you. I got a problem. My job sucks. Got this girlfriend. She's making me crazy. Or got this boyfriend. My best friend's girlfriend. All that kind of stuff. My kids are making me nuts. Love my kids, but I want to string them up by their toes. School's getting ready to start. That's one biggest reason why I need to get back over there. My daughter's getting ready to start school. I want to be there. It's just the way I am. I hate getting up in the morning, but I love taking her to school. And it only takes me like about 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get her to school. But if I don't have her, it's my time. And I just get to see her face, and we just, whatever's, that 4 minutes will give me in communication, and bye, Dad, I love you, and vice versa, whatever. It's my time, and I'll do it again. And I got to get back there, school. I don't mind picking her up, taking her. I kind of like it. It helps me keep a grip on what's going on. Just want her to always know I'm right there. Hoping you guys are right there with your kids too, because I'm all about the kids. I hate. This is the whole thing. I got really. That was one thing I was talking on that show when I was a guest. I was, we were blaming, kid millennials and all this kind of stuff. It's like millennials. What? Don't blame millennials. It's like who's the friggin' parents that raised all these kids? I don't get it. Yeah, it's just like training a dog. You get a puppy. If you don't house break the puppy, he's going to pee all in the house. Same with a person. Same basic thing, except a different level of intelligence. Same basic principle, though. You teach somebody to be a slob and just leave your stuff all over the place, and that's what you get. You teach them that pick up after yourself, because this is what people do or should be doing, and you kind of get that. I'm not saying you got to be anal and all that about everything, but it just helps to raise a decent human being, and hopes that your child doesn't grow up to be the one that just did what he did in El Paso, Texas. I mean, I can't even imagine that. That's mind-blowing. But again, way beyond my comprehension, but it hurts. I hurt for them. It's beyond. It's just this ripple effect, the gift that keeps on giving in the worst way possible. Couldn't even imagine. Saw a lot of things. I know people, it also hit me when I was in church. See, the thing about church, I'm all over the map, I'm sorry. But I was in church, and I feel very vulnerable in church. All these thoughts about everything goes through my head when I'm in church, in a good way, but it's just like, I'm on that verge of just like, it's overwhelming. Thinking about my parents, even when they were alive, thinking about this, thinking about that. And, it's really weird. It's just like there's this, I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to, but just all I know, I just feel very weak when I'm in church. Like everything is echoing in my head about everything, the show, my life. I thank God for our health, and what I'm grateful for, what I wish I could get, all that. It's just a smorgasbord that's just spinning in there while I'm in church. A lot of thinking when I'm in there, a lot of thinking anywhere, but even more over there. So I just felt I had the need to go. Plus, I'm very thankful. A lot of those people have been there. There's a lot of them here in the Gulf Coast that I've known since I was a kid, and they're all turning into old ladies and old people, and we're getting older. I'm no longer a kid, but they're still a part of my life, and I don't mind giving them a hug and and seeing them once in a while. And that's that. I mean, I don't go to church to say, hey, I went to church. It doesn't matter. You go to church because you want to, because it's in your soul. And I always believe that you didn't have to go to church to have faith. But every once in a while, it's just good to go. It's just like to go to the shop. You got to go. Even your car has to go and get a tune-up once in a while. And I feel that's a good, just a form of accountability, at least in my mind. That's that. Share. Watch party right here. We're going to have look, I've been looking forward to everything working this week. It's all working. And now I need those juicy tidbits. Who's got the guts? Who's going to, finally give in and make it happen? And talk to me. I want to know, number one, if this phone works, but I want to hear from the people who don't normally call in. And I know there's a shitload of you out there because I can see it. And that's only a fraction. The one thing, the way I'm doing it today, it's giving me a different outlook. It's like a lot, the different platforms, how we do it. Some of them have this button that you can use and that button, and it lets you see this and see that. And some of them don't. And it's just weird. I wish they'd have all that stuff all into one, but that's what happens when you do something crazy like me and decide to use Facebook Live as a platform. When everybody said you're out of your mind, go do something better. I said no, because I love Facebook. I love the people on Facebook. I think people on Facebook have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I think they should. It's just a matter of them dialing 818-259-7983 and saying, hey, Peter, I mean, that phone is nothing is ringing, and it really bugs me. But I'll just sit here. Look, more chill music. You know what? Keep it up. I'm going to play banjo music. I ain't kidding. I got banjo music, and I'm not afraid to use it. Yep. In the meantime, I'm going to take a sip of Bolt Energy and let you guys think about putting your finger on the phone and dialing, okay? I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll just sit here and listen to chill music. I was looking forward to this. I ran home after this gig that I did with those guys, and it was really fun playing with them. But this was really what I'm looking forward to because I wanted to get it back up. I wanted everything to work. And it is. But nobody's dialing, okay? It's okay. Happens. Sometimes we get these really crazy good, and I'm going, wow, that was not expected. And sometimes we get what we get, you know? But either way, I'll be here every Sunday night like clockwork, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 in the Central Coast, and 11:30 on the East Coast. And this is what I'm going to do every Sunday from no matter where I'm at. But basically, it's L.A. or the Gulf Coast. I mean, I can't see us unless we're taking the show on the road. And then if we do, yes, thank you. Me too. If we do it, I'm going to have people. I got to have people. I want to start turning this into a party. I want to turn it into a live party to where I do the show live and there's audience and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be worth it. But again, baby steps, you know. They're testing my patience too. Everybody's like, how long can this guy hang? Well, I got news for you. I'm here to stay and I ain't going backwards, you know. I don't care. If we just do it like this, I'll just keep on doing it. I'll just keep on doing it because I enjoy it. The more we keep on doing it, it keeps on reaching more and more people, and that's a fact. I'm finding that out in a weird way. And it just takes those extra couple of people to start, you know, calling in, and then that extra couple of people, and it's a snowball effect. But I started off with a really small snowball, but it's picking up snow. And we'll just keep going. The thing is, I always tell people, grab yourself, you know, I realize it's Sunday night, you're probably, you know, winding down. It's all good. You're sitting here looking at it anyway. Make sure you have a glass of wine in your hand, grab a beer, whatever. Sit back, get your device, your cell phone, your tablet, your laptop, and just kick back. Check it out. But call me. Tell me what's going on. I know there's a bunch of you. Hey, believe me, the one thing I'm sure of, and that's why I'm doing this show, is that everybody's got shit they want to get off their plate, or at least what they find interesting and they want to talk about. I promise that much I know. But yet, some nights, it's just what it is. So I'm going to take another sip of this, okay? Got water? Yes, I do. It's all good. So now, since we have the Bolt Energy set here, we've been talking, because I liked, you know, in LA we use the black curtains and things like that. I liked it. I don't know why. I'm just, you know, LA's the official color, black. Much more slimming, as you can tell. Oh, look at it. Listen, when all else fails, this is see, this is what you get. Once again, people, I'm sure he's giving you plenty of chance, but here we go. You get what you get. Hey, you're on the Peter G Show. How's it going?
Well, Peter, let me tell you.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, when you don't call in, now you get James from Culver City.
That's right, boys and girls. It's James from Culver City.
How's James from Culver City doing? Seriously.
Well, wondering where your show is because it's not on Facebook.
Again?
Yep.
Son of a bitch. I thought I pushed it over. God bless him. Well, it's there. We're live. There's lots of people watching. It's just you're on my Peter G Show live page, and it didn't push over. See what I mean? We're not perfect again still. Wow. And you just randomly called?
Yeah, that's right. Just wanted to see if you were still breathing.
I'm breathing. And I apologize. I'm afraid to switch over to see if it pushes over again because I might lose the signal. I don't want to do that. Hey, you want to talk to somebody else at the same time, James?
Sure.
Sure, let's find out. Well, hang on. Just hold on. Hi, you're on with Peter G. Who's this?
This is Tom. How you doing, man?
Who's this?
Tom.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Not much. What's going on, man?
Hang
What's
on.
your name?
My name's Peter. What's going on?
Peter.
Yeah.
What's up, Peter?
Not much. Hang on one second. I'm going to bring James from Culver City. He wants to be on the call, too. How about that?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, hang on. Hey, James. Hey, James, you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
I think we got Tom from Thousand Oaks calling too. He's on the phone with you right now. James, say hi to Tom.
Howdy, Tom.
Hey, how's it going, man?
All right, I can hear you really well, man.
Very good.
Tom, what's making you call in, bro?
Nothing, bro. You know, I want to chat with you guys. What you guys doing? What are you guys up to?
Well, we're just doing a show. Isn't that why you're calling in, or are you just trying to sell me something?
Yeah. What kind of show is this? What are you guys promoting?
It's a show that you call in and bitch about anything you want to bitch about to get it off your chest.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
like that show.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. How'd you get the
Why
number
don't we
then?
start? Let's talk about mass shooters. How'd that mass shooting make you feel?
Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's just, I don't know.
Sad.
What people do. Yeah, it's just crazy to know that there's been so many of those shootings around.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to do. It'd be nice to stop that stuff. That stuff. But
It's
I
not
don't know,
right.
how can you do that?
It ain't right.
It wasn't right, dude. You can't. It's impossible to know that other people can kill people without doing anything or
Senselessly.
for whatever reason they have. It's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Doesn't even feel like they're humans or they have any morals for other humans. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Very shocking, especially young kids. They don't know what they're doing.
Anything. It's just not right.
I don't know where they get these ideas to kill people just for I don't know if it's pleasure or something.
Yeah, I know.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Hey, Tom. Let me ask you a question. How'd you get the number if you don't know what show I'm doing? Just always curious.
No, I think you guys are in Facebook, correct?
Right. Correct.
Yeah, man. I got connections.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a secret show or something?
No,
'Cause I can hang out, man.
No, brother. All you got to do is sign on and stay on, and then share.
Oh, cool, man. Cool, man. Cool.
And
glad that I'm.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling. Anything you want to get off your chest before I let you go? But then all you got to do is like the page, and then you can always listen every Sunday night.
Every Sunday night at this time.
Every Sunday night. You and where are you calling from, Tom?
This is Thousand Oaks, Camarillo area.
All right, beautiful. 8:30 every Sunday night.
All right, man. I'll keep that in mind.
I have a few questions for Thomas.
Ooh.
You got a girlfriend, Thomas?
Oh boy.
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
Got a boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend yet.
You don't swing that? Do you swing that way or no?
No.
Jane, where's this coming from?
I'm a straight dude.
There you go. Tell him.
Female is the most beautiful thing in life.
That's right. Tell him.
Oh,
Orale
yeah, love those
vatos.
curves.
That's it. That's it.
The curves with no brakes, dude, even better.
Yeah. See, James is calling from Culver City right now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's a regular on the show. Sometimes he calls just to check in and see what's going on. And I thought I would share the call with you since you're a newbie.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Well, nice meeting you, man. Nice talking to you.
All right. Listen,
hold on, Thomas. Don't leave just yet.
Okay.
Hold on. So, Thomas, besides girls' bodies,
oh boy,
is there something about them that angers you, or that you don't understand?
For females?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, Tom. Females, they need to be in shape. They need to be taking care of their body, man.
Keep it tight. Yeah.
All right, easy, boys.
Keep it tight right there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice and firm.
That's right.
You need to wake up and go work out so you can see more beautiful than ever.
That's right. Just like
Thomas,
we do.
are you a tits man or an ass man?
James.
I'm a whole package deal,
That's
man.
right.
I see the whole thing and I was like, whoa, look at this beauty thing.
That's right.
I'm an ass man.
That's
That's good to know.
I like that caboose.
Oh boy.
The caboose. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to defile it, but I like to squeeze it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Please don't squeeze the Charmin.
Touch it. Sleep on it.
That's right.
Whatever you can do.
Bounce a quarter. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Look, we are not talking today about caboose. It's the topic is not how's the caboose going. Okay. we're talking about other stuff. I just wanted to say thanks for calling, and you can, like I said, the Peter G Show. You find it on Facebook, and you just like the page, and then we're there every Sunday night, and you can, anything bugging you want to call, and listen, or listen to whatever's bugging somebody else, and we just kind of get it off our chest. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Good to know, man.
It's all good. Listen, I appreciate you finding the show. It ain't no secret show, though, so share, all right? Because the more we share, we're going to have more fun.
Definitely. Okay, good.
All right, brother.
Good night, man.
All right, you take care. We'll talk to you again, all right?
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
James.
Yes.
What the hell's the matter with you? As if I have to ask.
Hey, I wanted to get a little background on the guy.
That's great. I thought I was getting set up for a joke, honestly, because it just, I just figured some of my LA friends goofing on me, but I think he was the real deal.
All right, yeah. I was just hey, I mean, we've all had girlfriends. We've all been told.
Oh boy, here we
how
go
wrong
again.
we are. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm still working on the part that you're telling me that my show's not on my main page, and that's a bitch because I locked down the page to where I can't even share it onto that page because I spent a week trying to figure out how to allow it to push posts onto that page, and I can't do it. I can't remember how I did it. Because my main page, the one that you belong to, it doesn't allow people to post onto that page, including myself, after the fact. It's either live or it doesn't go on there. And
all right.
so I apologize. I'm really lucky just to even be on right now with no hums, no buzzes. I wasted some good stuff last week, and I'm so pissed off about it because, you know how hard it is to get people to call in and talk about stuff. And I had people calling in to want to talk about stuff, and it just went to hell. And, there's not an Apple store within almost 200 miles over here. It doesn't make sense.
Well, that prompts a few questions. And first off, Murphy's Law. Yeah, of course, when you're having technical problems, that's when the show gets a lot of activities.
Well, it's just I couldn't get nothing warranted. I had stuff I wanted to replace something, and I couldn't do it. So it's just driving me nuts.
Well, I think that's a question we all want answered. Is like, how is it that you can be out on the Gulf Coast there for what seems like a month?
It's been more.
A month.
Yeah.
So. What do you do?
I'm a male prostitute.
Oh, I thought you were living off the alimony or something.
What alimony? Let me tell you something. There's just sometimes in your life when you have to go do things that you have to do, and you just make it work regardless of how you do it and savings or this and that. I had family things I need to take care of. Now, don't get me wrong. I love being here, but timed everything out. I mean, I didn't want to come here when my father passed away because that wasn't in my plans. Let's put it this way. I normally spend the summer here in the Gulf Coast because I come home, took care of things for my family, yearly some chores and things like that. Just things that I would do because that's what I do. And so I was going to be here anyway. What really was not in the plans was for my father to pass away in, late October, in the end of March. And that trip was not planned for. And then me having to come back, 40 days later to take care of something for, because of him, that was not planned for. This was more of the norm. I know you don't know, but I would be here with my daughter, for a good portion of the summer because there was, this is part of me instilling a lot of stuff into her in a good way and spending time with family. So we're here anyway because I didn't get to take care of the things I needed to take care of on the other trips because the other trips had other issues that were involved. And that's basically it. I mean, you don't get to take off from work when you work? Hello? James?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, don't you get to take a vacation or something like that?
No, I have a very unique work situation.
You do.
I'm working what would be a part-time job or the world's greatest retirement job.
Yeah.
So I work over the weekend, so I really can't take time off because I'm here covering all the other people so they can be off.
Right. Gotcha.
Over the weekend. So
Well,
So I get my time off during the week.
well, that's what I do, and I'm missing phone calls. The phone keeps buzzing, but I kept thinking I'm getting set up from I keep thinking I'm getting set up because they're all coming from a certain area. But if the phone rings again, I'll get it, and I'm gonna. But anyway, James, I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on and why it didn't push over onto the main page, and I got to take this. So just let me take this call because we always talk. I want to see who's new and who's bright and refreshing. How about that?
Sure.
Hang on.
So are you hanging up on me?
I don't know yet. I'm going to see if this works again. We'll find out. If I do, you can always call back. Hey, you're on with Life of Peter G. Who's this?
This is Terry.
Hi, Terry. What's up?
Nothing much. Just here calling, saying hello.
All right. Where are you calling from, Terry?
I'm calling from California.
California. I like it. We all look from California.
I'm sorry?
I like the calls from California. That's where I started the whole thing, and I just happen to be not in California for these few shows, but that's what we base everything out of. But how did you find the show, and what can I do for you?
I was just calling to talk about how the shootings are going on. It's so sad and depressing.
It is sad and depressing.
Then nothing changes. Everything's been the same.
Yes, and it drives me nuts. I mean, it's just sad. Well, again, it doesn't take but one person, and I'm not going to go into the politics of all this thing because of assault rifles and this and that. It isn't the rifle that killed people. I mean, if we take the rifles away, in England or France, they were taking machetes or trucks and running people over with. It's just sad that somebody's mindset goes to that extreme, to that point. Your life in your head is that bad to where you're saying, screw it all, I don't care, and I'm going to take everybody out with me. That's the sad part.
Yes, that's the sad part because the guns is not even the issue.
Right. It's not, because it really isn't. It's not the guns. I mean, do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Regardless of whether you have kids or not, I mean, even still, it's just the fact that the ripple effect. I mean, you're just going somewhere, minding your own business, and there was 3 shootings within 2 days? And I don't know.
Yes.
I don't even watch the TV because I haven't had time. But this you couldn't avoid, and I just had to take a moment to just take it all in. It's like just really, really sad. And
It is.
I don't talk about a lot of stuff like this, but this was something that I just had to mention it when I opened up the show because I'm more about what's bothering you. But obviously, if that's bothering you, then you're more than welcome to talk about it.
Especially when it's innocent people, especially when it's children.
It's the truth. Children, people, anybody. It's just,
Yeah.
You just go out the door. I mean, if it's not hard enough going out the door and trying to survive the day by not getting into accidents or how many people walk out the door and never come home? But this was just, it's unnecessary bullshit, and all because of somebody who's just angry. And this is where I get back to the parenting, because these couple of the shootings happen to be younger guys, younger white guys. I don't get it. It's very embarrassing.
Yes, I agree. Completely agree.
We want to blame it on the terrorists, and we want to blame it on, just some other form than average, Americans. But Americans do stupid shit too, and it's proven right here. And when they do it, they really go for it. I mean, the term going postal, you don't hear that anymore. I mean, it started years ago when I was a kid, that this angry postal workers, because the pressure was so hard that on somebody, they walked in, they were putting so much pressure on these postal workers, they'd go and they'd grab a gun and they go back to their work and shoot their supervisors and stuff like that. But they were targeting somebody they were pissed off at, as if that wasn't bad enough. But now we stepped it up to just going anywhere and killing anybody for nothing.
Exactly. I completely agree.
So that really bugs the shit out of me. And it's just a different level now because, we watch things, kids watch things on internets, and you're much more numb to everything, and nobody cares. It's become the new norm, which is not, in a younger person's mind with a whole different mindset of like, who cares whether they live or die or not. But apparently, the problem is there's a lot of people that care whether they live or die. I'm one of them. I like living. I like life.
Me too.
Yeah.
I say me here too. Here, yeah. I completely agree too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how there's no real solution to stopping this other than parenting. Parenting.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't imagine being that kid's parent and like, what the hell? Where did I go wrong? But then again, I think if I was that kid's parent, you might. I'm a little more in touch. Maybe because if you don't give a shit about your kid, well, then you get what you get. But I'd like to know, because I'm not saying it can't happen. There are good parents out there that the kids just go wrong, and there's not much you can do. But I don't know. I just think you got a better chance if you have your finger on, a grip on what you're raising and who you're raising.
Yep, I completely agree.
Yeah. So, so how did you find us? I always like to know.
On the internet, Facebook.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like Facebook because Facebook's got a lot of people who are old enough to have stuff on their plate that they want to get off, and I just decided every Sunday we're going to be here at 8. Well, in your part of town, 8:30 every Sunday night, right here. All you have to do is log on to the Peter G Show, and we're there. And I found out that my main page is not up unless I was misled. But where are you looking at me from? How do you see me, or are you
Because right now on Facebook, usually if I just go in there, I can find you in there.
Is it the official Peter G Show page, or are you looking on my personal? Like I have a Peter Gisellas page. I got a bunch of different pages, and you can log on from any of them. But one of my normal kind of, he's a regular. He called in and he says that my main page was not up, and I may have not hit the right button again because it's been a bit of a challenge here in the Gulf Coast. As much as I like being here, it's been challenging making this show run because I'm kind of manufacturing it all on my own and with the help of long distance phone calls, and it's real difficult. But
I can imagine.
But I like the fact that you like it, and all I can ask you is if you give a shit about the show and you start to like the show, share it. That would be
I will.
That would be a wonderful thing because and you can start watch parties, and I'm going to rerun them through the week because a lot of people now on the West Coast it's earlier. Get a lot of people that it's 11:30 on the East Coast, and they go, Peter, man, I love your show, but I got to go to work in the morning. It's friggin' Sunday night. So we're rerunning a couple of times during the week. The show's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. I'll even, the jokes will even get better. But the bottom line is I do this show for people like you who want to call in and tell me what's going on. I don't care if it's your boyfriend problems or whatever, but sometimes you got nobody to talk to, and that's why I want you to call me.
Okay, will do.
All right.
But thank you so much, Peter. It was nice meeting you by phone.
Yes, my phone loves your phone, and let's do this again sometime. How about that?
Yes, thank you.
I love you for calling. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you have it. Look at this, and there's you rang.
Hey, Peter.
Hi, who's this?
This is James from Culver City.
All right, James from Culver City. You feeling good now? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Licking my wounds after getting dumped.
You got dumped?
Yeah, by you.
No, it's just I got to give the new people a little time. You know what I mean? I want to see where this is coming from because these calls were coming from a certain area. I just needed to feel them out without asking them whether they like ass or boobs. I hope you understand.
Well, yeah,
listen,
you like both?
Here's the deal, though. I think we just broke ground. I was able to finally have a couple of calls at once, and because the reason was I've been racking my brain out on a few things, and my left-hand man in Colorado, who's my voice of reason, we had a conversation and we figured something out that was right in front of my face, but it'll work because of the time when I had the baby daddy mama. Last week I was supposed to have one of the mothers and one of the daughters call in before everything went to hell, and it bothered me so bad, and now I can't get them on the phone, but I will eventually.
Ooh, yeah, let's get that mother-daughter team on.
Yeah, in fact, my voice of reason, he's going, look at me double calling. Yeah, look at me. Go, Peter. Go, Peter. This has been a monumental step. But the thing is, when I do that, I want to do it because we're talking about a real subject. I had to feel out these first couple of calls because they're two absolutely brand new callers, and I dig that. And I don't want to freak them out right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You don't hold back. You cut to the chase. I'm willing to court a little bit. Make sense?
I want to get right to the bloody discharge.
Yeah. We can wait on that. We're good. So I lost you last week because of some issues and things like that. And plus, I was really hoping for a full show last week. I had a couple of calls lined up. They should have filled in the hour very nicely. But then everything went to hell. And I had one issue after another and getting knocked offline when I'm direct hardline, which was blowing my mind. And, we're back now, except for the fact that you're telling me that I'm not on my main page, and that's blowing my mind also. I'm afraid to switch pages right now to check because it might cut me off. But I'll find out soon enough, and better luck next week is all I can tell you. I apologize. You're not left off, because what bothers me is if you're left off, that means there's several thousand also that don't get the message that we're on.
Right.
It is what it is. But it's been hot as hell over there, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it real fun.
Real fun. Well,
Yeah, when you're sticking to everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And not in the fun way.
Yeah, you can turn on that air conditioner there. Or, work for a big company.
Yeah, it's great to be at work because,
That's exactly.
they run the AC.
Yeah, but, when you're riding your bicycle to work, I guess there's no AC.
No, a lot of chafing.
Yes. Anything I can do for you tonight, James, while we're here? Well, how much time we have? Oh, boy. Time is just flying tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, at first it wasn't, but now I see that we're still rolling right along because I had 2 fresh calls. That was very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, believe me, this is like pulling teeth sometimes. You just don't know. I was hopped up. I was doing a lot today. I was tired. And, I went from this one gig I went to do, and we're running here, but I'm going, all right, we're back on the air. Shit's going to go on because, people had to get refrained from it from last week. So I said, maybe we'll get a smorgasbord of people wanting to catch up. But no. Everybody's just watching. I'm telling you, there's a long list of the things and the sharing and the watch parties and all that, but they're just watching all my usuals. And now I get a couple of strange calls, and I thought I was getting set up for a punk or a prank or something like that, but they were actually real calls, so I appreciate that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have let me get Thomas on the phone.
Thomas was. I couldn't figure out. I don't think he really understood where he was calling. That's why it was freaking me out a little bit because if I was dialing a number, I figured that okay, I'm calling this number, but he was kind of exploring. So I just figured let's just go at it a little more innocently. How was that?
Well, exploring is a good thing.
Yeah,
actually, that's a good topic too.
Maybe someday.
Exploring one's body.
Oh boy, connection's going bad again. Here we go. Yeah. So I take it you're at work tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Are you? I just help you kill an hour.
No, I actually use my lunch break to call in and
get out of here. See, that's dedication.
My lunch break and a little more plus.
Right. And how long have you been at this job there?
A little over a year.
Yeah? Do you like it?
But I've been in this profession for over 20.
Yeah. Do you like your little over a year job?
Yeah, I like these people. They treat me well. Don't like the industry.
Yeah, the porn industry is tough, but
Yeah, well, believe it or not, it's not that far above the porn industry.
I know. No, I'm kidding, but
I mean, that's what I mean. Whether you're selling houses,
yep,
working in the entertainment industry and porn, I mean, we're all getting screwed by somebody.
Well, yeah, we're all having to do it what we do. It's even, but it is a little bit nicer if you like what you do and you like the people you're around. I mean, believe me when I tell you, I've had to do a lot that if it wasn't for me liking the people I was around, it would have made it a lot harder. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no matter who you are, no matter where you're at, until you get to you're on top, you're always going to be on your knees sucking somebody off.
Oh, boy.
For a paycheck, yeah.
Really? I mean, maybe so. I mean, you're working for somebody, but it, not necessarily like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, right away, sir. I'm more than happy to do that for you, sir. Oh, yeah, give it to me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, James.
Oh.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Look at this. Anyway, whatever. It's all good. I just, sorry, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. But either way, anything else you want to get off your chest, James? Because I'm.
Well, I thought you were going to be talking about the mass shootings. That's usually what.
No.
Do.
I was touching on it. I don't want to talk. I mean, there's not. What can you talk about? They're talking about it on the news 24/7. I'm going to regurgitate stuff that they're already talking about. I just brought up that I was very sorry, and it's very sad. But I just. It kind of is what it is. We know what happened, and now it's the why. And even if you find out the why, it's like lot good it's going to do. What's done is done. You know, the whole trick
well,
is,
yeah. I mean, is it too soon for jokes?
well, yeah, because it's 11:30 and the show's almost over. Yeah, save them, okay?
Well, I'll say this. I'll say there's 29 people dead, and not one of them died because of an immigrant problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the border.
Well, again, it's a sad truth, and we
No,
all.
I mean, no. That's what I want to get off my chest. We're focused on all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
When we have an epidemic problem here, and and I was looking at a video clip you posted earlier about blaming the millennials and the crackheads, that no parent raises their kids to be crackheads and strippers, although they try by their actions. But yeah, we're blaming the wrong people for this epidemic. It's the parents.
Absolutely, that was the whole purpose of that clip. You know, and
yes.
By the way,
yes.
That clip was on the. I was a guest on somebody else's show, and that's where the clip came from. Yeah, which is killing me because the video didn't come out, but the podcast went very well, and I hope I can do more of that stuff. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. So again, unfortunately now I'm running out of time. But if we leave anybody with anything, this is why I'm here. It's like, be a decent person, be a decent parent, do the best you can to raise your children, and shit like this is not going to happen. Who the hell raised Charles Manson to be Charles Manson?
The parents.
If anybody remembers Charles Manson.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
It's a big problem. It's very sad. Again, you know, that those people could have been anybody in your family, could have been you, could have been your children, could have been anything, and that's the whole thing. You thank God you weren't there, but you know who was, you know, again.
You know, you don't know who I might have tied up in my basement.
I don't, and we're not going to go there either. Don't ask, don't tell, because we know that when it comes up, it says James from Culver City, one warped son of a bitch, but. You know, you once in a while you
Inventor,
do. Yeah.
And I coined the phrase "backyard brain found."
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. I don't. You know.
Now, and just on that note, why couldn't that tool have done that? No.
Exactly.
I'm going to go to Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Why couldn't you have just
because
gone
just killing himself and saying I don't want to deal with life would have been too easy. He wanted to do it to where he was hoping somebody would take him out too. Anyway, all right. Look,
and now here it comes with all this anti-gun crap.
Again, that's why. Yeah, we're saying it's not the guns, man, because you can hurt people with cars. You can hurt people with anything. But
here, let me give you your soundbite for this week.
Okay, and then that's it. We got to go.
That's right, boys and girls. Listen to the Peter G Show. Call up. Talk about your kids, your wife, your life, whatever's going on. Talk about it on the Peter G Show because he's here, he's for real, and he cares.
Thank you, James from Culver City. My sound.
There you go.
There I go.
I got to get back to work, man. Peace out.
Hey, and don't forget, drink your Bolt Energy. Bolt Energy, electrify your senses.
Electrify your senses with Bolt Energy on the Peter G Show.
There you go. Thanks for calling,
Sundays,
James.
8:30.
Yeah, that's Pacific time.
Pacific.
All right, listen, behave yourself for a week, and let me see how I get through the rest of this week, and let's see how next week goes.
Are you back next week?
No, I got one more show to do here, but I'm waiting. I'm switching gear. I'm gonna switch some stuff out again that I'm waiting on. I couldn't get it fast enough, so it's kind of the way it is. I'm surprised I'm still up. I thought I was gonna fry something just doing what I'm doing, but I'm very thankful, and that's why I want to get off the air because our show has just run over by a couple of minutes, which I normally don't care, but I'm very thankful I made it this far, so don't push my luck, I'd say.
Woo!
That's it. All right?
Peace out.
All right, you have a good week. See you later.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to some chill music because that's a heavy topic, you know. He wanted to talk about the shootings and this and that. I don't really want to. I said my piece. I was just talking about it because I felt bad for the people. There's plenty of talk about it on the news. You can talk about it amongst yourselves. But if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But, I mean, I'm not much of a news, political. I don't want to talk about the presidents, and I don't want to talk about religion and all that. But I just mentioned a couple of things, and then we move on, and let's talk about what's on your plate. What problems are you having? You having problems at work? Something driving you crazy and you don't know what to do about it? I'm listening. This is what we do. All right, this is what I do. My main show stuff is all about surviving divorce and single parenting. I'm a heavy advocate on that. I'm a single dad. I'm a dad that really gives a shit about kids. I changed a lot of things in my life and have had to go many steps backwards to be a father to my child, but I'm very proud of being a father to my child. I'm not the greatest guy in the world or anything like that, but I love my child very much, and she's everything to me, and I do the best I can, and I'm very aware that I have to do things like this. I just don't take it for granted. I'm very lucky that things have gone in a better fashion and in a more positive manner, because it could have gone to hell, as so many broken relationships and baby mamas and all that kind of stuff. And you know, there's shit women out there and there's shit men out there. You know what I mean? It's not just guys. And I've seen many women dump the kids on the father, and she go, "I got a new boyfriend, I'm out." And I'm telling you, I've heard these stories and I know it. But I'm all about the people who give a shit, who care about their kids and just life in general. But that's my main thing, because school is starting now, and I'm going to talk about, maybe I'll talk about that stuff. I'll reiterate on some things I used to talk about, because school is starting. It's a big deal. In fact, I should write that down. School, you know, starts. Yes, sir. Because, you know, there's a lot to talk about. That's a whole nother show, and I will talk about that next week too. But in the meantime, when you want to call in and you want to just say, "Hey, Peter, you know, what's going on?" and all that stuff, and say hello. And I'm very thankful to my 2 callers I got from the California side. I love you very much for taking the time, making the effort, having the balls to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Peter, I'm new to the show, just calling and saying hi, and I wanted to talk about this or that," but whatever you want. All right? We're going to come back next Sunday night, right here, the grand finale of the Gulf Coast. At least I'm pretty sure it's the grand finale. I said that 2 weeks ago, too, and we're still here. But here's the deal. You know, I want to hear from you personally. You can text me. I can't see all the texts. Well, actually, I can't see a good bit of them, but I got too many screens. But I'll read them all tonight. We're going to stay up late. In fact, we might go have breakfast. It's been a long day. It's about 11:30 here, almost midnight in the Gulf Coast. And then I stay up, and I'm up to like 3, 4 in the morning just seeing, because there's hundreds and different on each page. There's different people writing and things like that. And I try to answer things, and then we figure out what we're going to do and blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is, every Sunday night right here, Life with Peter G, the Peter G Show, until we go to a different platform and keep moving on up, I'm going to be right here, and we're going to be talking about stuff you want to talk about, okay? Because I love you guys very much, and I will not stop. I will not back down. I truly believe in this. And speaking of which, I want you to also remember, I believe in Bolt Energy. I thank Bolt Energy for allowing me to be here in the Bolt Energy studios right here live in the Gulf Coast. But I will be glad when we get back into the California area and in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California, and start doing it back over there, because I just have a little more support, and we can get to things and get things done. Get her done. Over here, I've been playing country music and country. Well, we played Smashing Pumpkins country style today. I was I played on a cajon, which is a percussive box, but I had fun playing it with shakers strapped to my feet. But that's how I did it. It's the fastest drum kit I've ever had. I tore down in about a minute and a half and bamboozed it over here so we could do a show. It's great. But I rather play a real set of drums. But it was pretty fun with Cadillac Attack. You can't get much more than that. Cadillac Attack. All right, I'm well over the time. Again, next Sunday, see you every Sunday. I'm Peter G. You know who you are. Save your thoughts, and I want you to use it and use the phone, and we'll just catch you next time. And I'm getting ready to play the outro music, and then it's peace out, and I'll talk to you later. So again, love you guys. Peace out.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad. Divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.